Don't be a flake. Don't run away from your feelings, babe. Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. Don't hesitate to say, hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe. Hey, babe.
You are
my fire. Wait, are you gonna wait? You know it?
Oh, was there a delay?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Wait. Ready? Count to three. Right, starting now. One, two, three. We have a delay.
We got a delay. There's just nothing we could do about it, right?
I mean, I'm plugged into the router here.
Damn.
Wait, so do you hear me right now? Okay. How do we?
I'm hearing you right as you're saying it. Yeah.
Right now, I'm hearing you. Right here, you hear me?
Right. Yeah. Hear you.
Maybe clap. One of you clap and the other one.
Pimp, you count to three.
Okay, you ready?
And we'll clap. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Delay.
Wait, maybe we hear Pimp in real time?
Hello.
It was delayed. I heard him quicker.
You did. Okay.
You
are
my
fire.
My one.
It's not working. Wait. Are you ahead of me or behind me? Pimp, you just leave this all in. Pimp, just leave this all in. I'm going to say a sentence, and I'm going to say, tell me exactly when you hear me. And you say now. When I say the word Backstreet, say, just heard it. Okay, ready? Backstreet.
Just heard it.
I'm ahead of you.
Got it. Okay.
But you say Backstreet.
Backstreet.
Just heard it.
Delayed.
Yeah, sorry guys, it's unavoidable.
There's nothing we could do.
Okay,
so what if that's just the intro? What if we just that all was the intro? 1, 2, 3. You are my fire, my one desire. Believe when I say that I want it. Hey, babe. We got it.
I don't know. We tried. We're on a delay. So.
We're on a delay. I don't think since the first time, I think this is the first time in my 36 years of life that I've been more than 2 months apart from you.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This is crazy.
And now we're on a delay.
Because now we're and as if it wasn't bad enough, now the internet delays us. Babe, I miss everything. I miss everything from the smell of your beard to the feel of your hair to I've just
your gentle touch.
The other day I was sitting down and I had my pillow like this and I said I just want somebody to push the corners in.
Yeah. I mean, you're out there. You're Chrissy LA. You're Chrissy True TV, Chrissy LA, Chrissy Chaos, Chrissy Patreons out there.
Yes.
Chrissy social media influencer out there.
Chrissy down 6 pounds.
Chrissy down 6 pounds. Sally, take that 6, raise your 6 up.
No. Hold on. Wait a second. You're not up on weight. You think you're up on weight?
Today starts my day where you're going to see a transformation from me. Today starts my day.
Now, the fans want to know. You're going to lose because Sal, listen, I've known Sal a long time, and he can lose weight and stick to a diet. He's got the mental strength of it's unprecedented. Yeah. But what the fans want to know is you will lose. Well, I know you will lose the weight. We all know you're going to lose 30 plus pounds. Will you shave the beard to give yourself to assist with the weight loss, or are you going to keep it?
Okay, I'm getting sick and tired of the hair and beard. It's the summer months now. I'm already contemplating shaving it down about 3/4 of the way on both.
Right.
That being said, I never really was at like a real low weight because my weight fluctuates a lot. I was never at a real low weight with long hair. So there was a part of me that was like, should I get down and keep the long hair and the long beard? But I think I'm just so tired of it. I think I'm just going to get cleaned up.
Here's what I'll say about the beard and the hair for you. It served its purpose. I would say It served its purpose. And now, because here's what's happening to me. I've been out in LA for a little while, multiple times now. This is 2 or 3 times. It's only happened in Starbucks. I don't know why. I think people in Starbucks just feel like, they're drinking coffee, they're in a good mood. They come say hello to you. It happened in the Starbucks on Ventura in Studio City. It happened in the Starbucks in Burbank. And then it happened in Starbucks in Orange County. People came up to me. They said, "Hey, babe." They introduced themselves by saying, "Hey, babe." Told me they enjoyed the show, which I appreciate. Then followed up with, "When is Sal shaving?" I've been asked that question. It's affecting my life now.
Oh, man. You know what I'll do? Oh, no, really. I don't shave. You never really grow. What's the most growth you've ever had on that face?
It's not that I haven't wanted to, because if I had the capability to have a beard like you, I would have done it. I can't grow the hair past a certain point. It comes in very patchy. And it doesn't look good.
You're looking at what your beard would be. My beard is not a good beard at all.
I couldn't even come close to that. I couldn't even come remotely close to that. You got to give
yourself a chance. You can't be hard on yourself like this. You got to give it. Did you ever listen to me? I never thought I would either until I just said, "The hell with it. I'm going to let it go." And then I realized, oh, that was a mistake. But my point is that you never know unless you let it go. I've never seen you with growth much past what you have right now.
No, I haven't. I just because genuinely my body doesn't let my face grow at all. It just will not. It will not grow. It will not do anything. What about this as an idea, as a transition for you? What if we shave the beard but we leave the mustache for you? What do you think of that?
Okay, a couple things. One, I don't like that your body is really controlling your face and you're having a war, like it's almost like a civil war between your body and your face.
Yeah.
I think you need to get to a place where they both agree with each other. I would love to see you with like 90-day growth, because you only rock a George Michael face is the most you'll do.
Right.
It's like a 3 p.m. shadow.
That's all I get. I grow to this length pretty quickly, and then we have a full stall. Yeah. It just stalls. It doesn't go any longer. How about this? You ready for this, Sal? How about this? Once you shave yours, I'll start growing mine.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
That's a lot of fun. We'll do a yo-yo. We'll do a flip-flop.
I like it. So here's what I was doing. I always intended full on when I shave the beard all the way down, or like your length, to leave, and not only leave, but even grow in the mustache a little bit. I want to see myself as a mustachioed man. I have yet to see it in my life. I've never had just a stash. I used to think it was so antiquated. It was so 70s. It was so out of style. And I don't know if it's my age or fashion being cyclical or what it is. But now I start to I go in the mirror and I go like this. And I say lines like regular for my life. Like, can I get a half pound of boys that ham shredded thin or whatever? And I look at what I would look like if I just had a stash. And I like it.
He looks good with just a stash. I mean, listen, it is Zoom. Here's the thing. Listen, not only are we on Zoom, but I'm looking at you at the upward angle, which is notorious the worst angle for the human face, and you look good with just a beard, with a Fu Manchu.
Right?
I think so. Hey. I personally think so.
What I was going to suggest was that I shave it on the pod. But I know, but here's the thing. I don't really, because this is unruly and because I really don't know how to live on my own or anything. My guy who cuts my hair always does my beard. I can't touch what he does. I go in there, I go, make it look like I want you to look natural, but full, a little here, a little there. And he goes, no problem. And then he just throws me back, puts a hot towel on my face. And like a half hour later, he's going in. This guy's going in. He has different size scissors. I hear him snipping singular hairs at a time. The guy is sculpting like Edward Scissorhands in the front yard. And I can't do it like him. So I always end up messing up. I get the buzzer and I get real brazen. I think I know what I'm doing. And I get frustrated and then I mess it up here and I got to overcompensate. So I don't know if doing it on the podcast is the best move, but it is for the fans. It is for the listeners for sure.
What if we have, first of all, it's another great Patreon idea. When we make the Patreon, it's another great idea to do that.
As soon as you come home from LA, the Patreon is starting. We got to start the Patreon.
It's starting. Yeah. It's 100% going to start. There's no choices now. There's no choices now.
No.
So we'll get your barber. We'll get your barber on the podcast to do that. That'll be no problem. And it'll be good. But before we say anything else, Sal, Again,
Yeah.
I haven't seen you in a while. I haven't spoken to you. I just want to say, and obviously I know that you'll second me on this, I just want to give a quick congratulations to the Tampa Bay Bucks for winning the Super Bowl, and shout out to the Kansas City Chiefs. They gave it a very good run. Tom Brady and the Bucks.
Tom Brady, you can't undersell what Tom Brady did at 43. Oldest guy in the NFL, comes in, wins his, what was it, his 7th ring or something like that?
Yeah. So who knows?
Right? Something crazy
70th.
like that?
Yeah.
70th ring. Yeah. And again, crazy that he went to the Bucks, and then that year just so happens Super Bowl in Tampa. But I agree, you gotta give it up for the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs are doing big things.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes, shout out. And, it's, I just saw him. He just went to a comedy show in Dallas. He went to Andrew Santino's comedy show in Dallas. Just want to say quick shout out. Thank you to Andrew Santino for filling in the shoes. To fill the shoes of Sal Vulcano is not it's not easy. It's not easy to do what he did. And Andrew Santino, but he did so well that a lot of the fans just thought that Sal dyed his hair and beard red. That's how well Andrew did.
Andrew is, if there's anyone to sit in for me, it's definitely, we made the right choice with Andrew. He just fits right in. If there was like another member of our team, like if we were ever like accepting applications, he'd be first on the list for me.
He'd be first. We'd cut DeRose out right away and we'd move in Santino.
Where is he? Look at this guy.
Look at that. Look at Joey D. Taste buds. Great.
By the way, our Hey Babe sign came in.
Yes.
And it is currently at Pimp's place. And as soon as you get home next week, we're putting it right up.
We're going to put it right up. Me and Pip will do it, and we'll have a good time. What's the guy's name? Do you remember his name? Ted.
Yeah, the Ted Mosaics.
Ted Mosaics. Go follow him on Instagram. Yeah, babe.
I mispronounced his name last time someone told me, and I don't want to do it again. But I think it's M-U-N-Z.
Yes, that's his real name, Ted Moons. Yeah.
Ted Moons. Okay, there you go.
God bless you. God bless him.
God bless.
God love him.
God bless.
And we also have a new fan painting that will go up in the studio.
We have a new fan painting, Pimp is also saying.
We'll unveil that.
Okay.
You've been having like I feel like you have like a real world house going on over there from the clips I've seen. It's just the freeway runs right through that house that you rented this beautiful place. You got a pool, you got a big circular staircase, you got people coming in and out of there like it's old Hollywood.
Yeah, no, true. Chazz Palminteri is coming to stay with us today for the next 7 days. Chazz Palminteri and his entire family will be staying in the house with me. Swear to God. Him and his entire family are coming. So it's going to get crazy.
How many?
I think he's a party of 4.
A party of 4?
It's a party of 4.
How many bathrooms in that place?
We got 3 bathrooms.
Okay, so
and one of them doesn't work.
So okay, so you got your bathroom. He has his bathroom.
Pretty much. Listen, it's going to get dicey. I mean, it's going to get dicey. We're coming down to the wire here. But what was I supposed to do? Say no to Chazz Palminteri? You can't say no. No,
you can't say no to Chazz Palminteri. That would have ended up bad for you. Here's what I think, though. I would love to see Chazz Palminteri's bathroom routine. You know, just like how he gets ready, because he's such a sharp-dressed man. He's an old-school guy. I'm sure he has I'm sure he uses like an open, what's that? I'm sure he shaves himself with like an exposed razor. He probably puts on a lot of aftershave.
And you know what? I'm sure he's doing okay with his products, but if he wants to be a step above and really get going, all he needs to do is go to manscaped.com, promo code HeyBabe, and his life will really be in control. But that's another day. I'll talk to him about it when he gets
another day. But I think you should talk to. I would love it if you reported back to me on Chazz Palminteri's balls and if he thinks they're up to par, or does he think he could be a Netscape?
Manscaped, a Manscaped model.
Manscaped or Netscape. He probably still uses Netscape.
Well, listen, how about this? If because obviously Homelesspimp is staying with us, and obviously Sal, you and I know Homelesspimp better than anybody. I wouldn't put it past Homelesspimp if he's already pre-wired the bathrooms with some of his cameras that we will in fact have live action shots of Chazz Palminteri's grooming schedule that you could probably see only on our Patreon when we release it,
which is going to be soon. And I don't disagree with you at all. Pimp is a content machine. And also, by the way, though, I'm just as I'm hearing you say this, maybe right now you got to just call him Pimp, because not only does he have a home, but it's on the grand scale there.
Homelesspimp went to, now he's Pimp. He's got a better home than both of us. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh, how about this? You ready for this, Sal?
Please.
You ready for what the homeless pimp's actual name should be now is Florence Nightingale, Jesus, Lord and Savior. You ready for this is 100% true what I'm about to tell you.
Oh.
Homeless pimp saved Chazz Palminteri's life last week. Did you hear about this?
Scale of 1 to 10. That's a 10 out of 10 true. Like, really saved his life.
Chazz Palminteri was choking on a chicken parm hero at the dining room table. Only Pimp and Chazz were there. Chazz starts tapping on Pimp's shoulder, motioning, I can't breathe, lips turning blue. Pimp springs up into action in his corduroy pants and his UV light sunglasses.
The wide legs, the one with the very wide legs.
The wide-legged pants.
Yeah.
Gets his fingers interlocked in a fist position, finds Chazz Palminteri's navel, starts pushing in, expels the chicken parm sandwich into the floor. Chazz throws up in the sink, saved his life. 5 minutes after this whole thing went down, Chazz interviewed Billy Joel, didn't mention a word.
He interviewed Billy Joel?
Billy Joel on Zoom didn't mention a word about what had just ensued moments before.
Wow. By the way, Finding Chazz Palminteri's Navel sounds out the name of a great docuseries.
I mean, are we or are we not going to have merch that say Chazz Palminteri's Navel? Are we doing that or what?
I would love to. And by the way, you can look at footage of Pimp giving Chazz Palminteri the Heimlich, finding his navel, and then the chicken shooting out only on the Patreon, which is because there's no way cameras weren't rolling. Am I right?
No, Pimp, that's the first thing Pimp did. He's actually subtitling the clip now.
Wait, how does Pimp, because I just had this conversation forever in my life. I wanted to know CPR and the Heimlich because, well, I just don't want the day to come where I should have known it and then someone pays the price in a bad way.
Yeah. So Pimp, actually, that I never asked you this. What did you do? What was running through your head?
I didn't know anything. I just kind of guessed. And actually, after the fact,
what?
Yeah, I just knew like people get broken ribs, so I just went at the ribs. And then afterwards, Chazz actually said my form was so bad, he's going to pay to get me lessons.
I love that he's telling you about your form, but he saved his life.
Yeah, fully saved his life. So,
oh my God! Wait, did Chazz acknowledge that he now owes you his life? And if he did, what comes along? What price is that? Like, you got him. Do you have him now? Does he owe you a debt of gratitude now that, like, really the world is your oyster? Well, can we decide what Chazz owes you? Life?
What would you guys want someone to owe you?
I don't know. I got to be honest with you because I spoke to Chazz this morning before he got on the flight. He said, and he texted me, he said, hey, when I land, first thing I'm going to do is take all you guys out to dinner because, you know, Pimp saved my life last week. I said, you got to do better than that, babe.
Yeah.
What? We're going to get a dinner?
Yeah.
That doesn't go good for you, Chazz. The last time we had a dinner, we almost died.
Yeah, really. I mean, and a dinner, by the way, a dinner is nothing against Chazz, but dinners come and go. You do dinners as a gesture. You saved his life. His life. You
got to do something. Like right now I'm in the state of California. You know, my daughter's birthday's in 2 days. Nobody can get into Disneyland without legal California ID. Chazz, why don't you make that happen for us? Why don't you make Disney happen for us? Pull strings. You know, your life was saved. What are you going to do with it now?
Yeah, you got to pay it forward right now to your daughter, to Disney. He walks in there, he closes the gate, throws the switch up the lock, and says, "Now he can't leave." That's what he's got.
Yeah, I don't care. You put a gun to Mickey Mouse's head, and you make the freaking gates go up.
How sick is Chazz Palminteri of people quoting Bronx Tale to him? How sick is he of it, or is he like, you know what? It's my piece de resistance. Say it to me all day and night. It is iconic. And what you quoting it to me tells me it's iconic. Or is he just like, I get it. I made Bronx Tale. Leave me the alone.
See, I think Chazz is one of the guys that leans into it. For example, I had him do a video for my daughter's, school, like fundraising day, like, Catholic school. And I had Chazz me and Chazz did a video saying, kind words about the school and getting through the pandemic. And then at the end, the last minutes, Chazz said, remember, kids, nobody cares.
Did he really say that?
Yeah. So I think Chazz just
that is so kind of true. It cuts both ways, but like there's days where I feel like that is the best advice I've ever heard, and then there's days that I feel like that is bleak advice. But today, I feel like that's. Let me tell you something. What happened to me recently? Not to just. I know we ADHD this podcast,
and then by the way, I got a story about David Blaine. Go ahead.
Oh, God, this is great. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting wallpaper put in, right? It's been like a months-long process. First, I had to pick the wallpaper. Then they had to come measure for it. And it's going on a really weird set of walls that have all different measurements. So it was a custom order. It took 8 weeks longer than it should have. And then it got here. And then I had to schedule the guy that they recommended. He came. He took 2 sets of measurements, all this stuff, right? So he's supposed to be here on Thursday now, right? This is a months-long process. I got like 100 reams of goddamn wallpaper downstairs in a tube, and when he came the first time, he measured everything and he says, here's my rate. You order the paper, that's independent of me. My rate, it's a 1-day job. He says I could do the 3 panels that you need, and I'll also, because I was going to wallpaper another spot in the house. He goes, and I'll wallpaper another spot in the house, no problem, because it'll take me all 1 day, so I'll charge you for a day rate, $850, done deal. This is what he tells me months ago. I'm like, terrific. Like, come here, do it. Okay. He's supposed to be here. So last week I texted him, I got the wallpaper. Can you come this week? He says, I'm going to need 2 weeks. I'm busy. I said, hey, whenever you can come. He says, how about next Thursday? I said, no problem. 10 a.m. No problem. I wait the 10 days. It's this Thursday. I text him today. I say, hey, Thursday at 10 a.m. we're still on. He goes, yes, $850 for the first job, $200 for the second job. So I said, do you remember like the conversation we had? You just mentioned that you could throw in the second panel because it's all one job. It's a small wall. So you were just going to say, like, you said $850 for the whole day. What do you think his next text that's, by the way, that's what he said. I said Thursday at 10 a.m. We're good. He says, yeah, $850 for the first job, $200 for the other job. I say, okay, but didn't you mention that they were all one job and you could do them all in 1 day and you'll throw in the second one for the same fee? That's what I said. What do you think his next text was back to me?
I mean,
I'll tell you what. It was 4 words.
4 words?
By the way, please.
God bless the USA. What did he say?
Yes. No. He said, find another paper hanger.
What?
This mother. He says that he went from 0 to 1 million. I wrote him back. I go, what do you? I go, wait. I said, why would you respond to me in this fashion? I said, everything's been courteous and polite for the last few months. I said, I'm not even objecting. I just was bringing up what you told me. I said, if there was a miscommunication, all you do just simply please tell me. I said, I don't need another wallpaper hanger. You can come. I said, but again, that is definitely what you told me. That's all I'm saying. It's been 6 hours, hasn't texted me back. This son of a bitch. The
wallpaper hanger left Sal Vulcano on red. That's what happened. He left you on red.
And nobody cares, according to Chazz Palminteri. That rings.
Nobody cares.
And I want Chazz would Chazz have a word with him for me is what I want to know.
Oh, no. We could tell you no, Sal, I could tell you things off air. Chazz has offered to have words with a couple of people in my life that me and Homelesspimp are dumbfounded that we even got this call from Chazz. But it's off-air content or maybe Patreon, but certainly not.
Here's what we do. I'm going to show Chazz the text chain. I'm going to let him absorb the emotional feeling I had because it's nice to see it firsthand. I'll let him get nice and fired up. If he agrees to do this, we will call this man on Patreon. We'll call him on speakerphone. Chazz will have a few words with him for me, maybe.
No. You will get
this guy. This is like no joke. This is like 12 weeks in the making. He's supposed to come Thursday. By the way, I didn't even care. I wrote, and I followed up that text with, "I could care less about the extra money, man. I'm just telling you what you told me out of principle."
Yeah.
Doesn't even respond. Leaves me high and
hey, listen.
dry. I got 100 yards of wallpaper leaning on
Say,
the wall.
guy, and you tell him, say, buddy, money's no difference to me. I've been on True TV 9 years. I make thousands of dollars. So
thousands.
You tell him. Thousands. So what's a little? I don't care. And also,
I can afford to pay for 2 of these wallpaper jobs.
2 of them, no problem. By the way, I've never heard of the profession. I guess they call themselves wallpaper hangers. I wouldn't think.
He said that's the first time I heard it. He didn't say wallpaper. He said, find another paper hanger.
Find another paper hanger. So listen, if you guys want to be correct and you want to have a respect for everybody, an inclusive community, you call these people paper hangers. That's what they want to be called.
Find another paper hanger.
Real quick fun fact. Bubble wrap has been around for more than 50 years. In 1957, American engineers Alfred Fielding and Mark Chavannes set out to create textured wallpaper. After sealing together 2 shower curtains with air bubbles trapped inside, the pair discovered their 3D wall covering wasn't as popular as they hoped, but in the meantime, they invented bubble wrap. So just an FYI.
Wow, and I love bubble wrap.
I almost think if you don't like the popping sounds of bubble wrap, you and I probably can't and won't be friends.
You're predisposed to not enjoying life in any form.
Yeah. It's like, come on, don't be a curmudge.
Satisfying. It's so satisfying.
Stepping on bubble wrap? I mean, it's the most fun thing to do ever.
You step. I twist.
You twist. Wow. See, I still step on it. I actually, every time I get bubble wrap, I take my shoes and socks off and I crack them all with my toes.
That's
what
nice.
I like to do.
That's nice. That's better. That's better than me. That's better. I'm going to start doing that. You ever do this job? You ever get an empty Tic Tac, little empty Tic Tac container, and you do this trick to your friend? You put it in the palm of your hand, right? And you go, oh, I gotta crack my neck, and you go like this, and you crush the Tic Tac container, and it goes crack, and then they flip out.
No.
I've never heard of that.
Never done that. Looking at Homelesspimp's face, I could see it. He's never done that. So
well, do yourself a favor when this podcast ends. Go down to the bodega, the corner bodega in LA over there. Buy yourself buy like 3 Tic Tacs, at least 4, 2 each.
Right.
And then do it to someone. And I'm telling you right now, it pays off so much more than what you paid for the Tic Tacs. It looks like you are cracking your entire neck. I mean, I've seen so many people do it, so I know it's not just me, but I guess it never made its way to you.
Sal, you know what I'm about to tell you right now, which Pimp and I have spoke about this, and you kind of just dagger it in the heart. No bodegas in LA.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
I know. You did that to hurt me.
What do they have? They don't even have delis, right?
They got nothing. No. They got nothing.
Outside of the supermarket, is there a corner store you're getting a great sandwich from with a slicer?
We haven't found one of them. Now, I'm sure people watching the show say, oh, we're in the wrong places. Fine. Maybe that's true. My only counter argument is in New York City, you would have, even if you're not in the right place, you'll find the sandwich place. You'll find the pizza place. You'll find it in New York. LA, that's what I think I don't like about this city as compared to New York is LA, you got to go find stuff. New York, the stuff finds you. Boom.
That's a really nice. You should pitch that to the borough of tourism.
Yeah, because now all the signs just say forget about it. But what if I'm going to make the signs New York finds you.
New York finds you. Board of Tourism would eat that up. That's really good, buddy. That's snappy. That's catchy.
Here we go.
New York.
So David Blaine.
You know what? You could throw a rock anywhere. You throw a rock and you hit either a pizzeria, bagel store, or a sandwich spot in New York.
Oh, 100%. 100%. But we're not condoning throwing rocks. You shouldn't throw rocks.
No. Let me ask you a question. Just using that, like throwing a rock in LA, what are you hitting? What's the most common thing you see in LA over and over that you would say that's the equivalent of the New York pizzeria bodega type of thing? Is it like
it's a coffee shop? Coffee shop. I mean, there is no.
Yeah, but you got that in New York too, though.
Yeah, but this, I would say, LA. You know, at least in the part I'm in, you'll hit a coffee shop, you'll hit a person walking their dog, and you also will hit a CVS. I would say I've seen more CVSs, more people walking their dogs, and more coffee shops than I've seen back in New York.
What does CVS stand for? Pimp?
Wow. Let me take a guess.
I don't have the screen.
Centralized vehicle store. You ready for what it is?
Care, service, Velociraptor.
Are you ready? Sal, you ready for what it is?
Yeah. I can
Consumer
tell by looking
value
in your
store.
eyes. What is it?
Consumer value store.
I gotta say, it makes sense. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
It's a letdown. It's a letdown.
What does the A and P stand for?
Ann Page, I believe.
Ann Page?
I thought it was Ann and Page.
The Ann.
Can you look that up?
Yeah, he's looking it up. What does the? No, you ready for what it stands for, Sal?
Yeah.
The Great Atlantic and Pacific Tea Company.
Oh, I might have known that.
Sal, let me ask you: do you ever have trouble getting an erection or maintaining an erection?
Right this moment.
So you're telling me right now you really having a tough time getting an erection?
Yeah, I've been trying I didn't tell you, but I've been trying, and it's not happening right now.
You know what? I didn't want to say it, but I noticed it because even doing the episode on Zoom, I said 9 times out of 10 when I do a Zoom with Sal, his erection takes up some of the screen. But this time it hadn't, so I said, what's going on?
Yeah. Is there anything that you could offer me advice or anything I could do?
Normally there wouldn't be, but actually today I can. All you have to do is go to BlueChew.com, okay? BlueChew, if you don't know what it is, it's a unique online service. It's got the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but it's chewable form because I know you can't swallow pills, so this is the chewable form for the fraction of the cost, and I'm going to give you a major discount, my friend. Go to BlueChew.com, put in the promo code HeyBabe, and guess what? If you put in that promo code HeyBabe at checkout, you're going to only pay the $5 shipping, and then you're going to get your first month free. So 1 month free, BlueChew.com, promo code HeyBabe. All you got to do is pay the $5 shipping. I can loan you the $5 if you need it.
I will tell you right this second, I don't even know if I'm going to do that anymore because just hearing that deal made me fully erect.
What are those pills in your hand?
Oh, babe. Come on. What do you know about this?
Sunday Scaries.
Now I'm easy like Sunday Scaries. Oh, no.
What do they do? Wait, hold on. Wait a second.
I eat them all the time.
Wait, you just took the CBD gummy, the Sunday Scaries, the ones that are the best effing CBD products? The ones that turn the WTFs into LOLs, those?
Absolutely. The remedy that makes life not so scary. Gummies for chilling with CBD. Got even a vegan AF one. Dude. You know me. I'm very high-strung. I'm like a very old Jewish woman. That's how I am.
Well, look, these Sunday Scaries, guess what? They added B12 and D3. I play D3 basketball.
Yeah, so you know all about it then. That's what you know, right? Listen to me. You turned me from an old person to just a chill young fella.
Now, listen. Here's the thing, Sal. Is I would get them. You know I would get them. You know I love the Sunday Scaries. You know I'm vegan as AF. You know that I love, that's my favorite CBD company. The problem is I don't have any more money. So I can't afford them. So there's nothing I can do, right?
What are you, a lunatic? Don't get shook in 2021, bro. Get 25% off at sundayscaries.com by using our promo code HeyBabe. 25% off at Sunday Scaries with the promo code HeyBabe. That's all you got to do. I mean, CBD is exploding right now. It's a big business. And I'm telling you, this one is awesome. They're just fun. The flavors are good. They got this unicorn jerky I love. They got it in CBD oil. And it's just really relaxing. This one has B12 and D3 in it. And it's a vegan formula. So, I mean, it's really a no-brainer. You just got to go online to sundayscaries.com. You put in the promo code HeyBabe. You get 25% off. You could afford it. Anyone can afford it. As long as you at least work 1 day a week or something. I'm sure you can afford it. I don't want to tell you how to spend your money.
So you know what? Now you just made me happy with that 25% off discount. I can afford the Sunday Scaries. I'll do exactly what you told me to do. And then this way I'll forget about Becky's Showboat Instagram account, which is really keeping me up at night.
That's what you got to do.
There it is.
I don't know how many grams I'm supposed to take, but I really want to relax tonight. So
there you go. The Sunday Scaries. Hey, babe. Yeah.
That's a better thing than customer value center service.
CVS now. I'm kind of feeling like CVS doesn't really care about me.
I feel like CVS used to be called Save On. Do you remember that? Remember Save On drugs?
No.
I think CVS used to be called, unless it was just Save On. Because back in the day, the big powerhouses, the drugstores were like Save On. And you remember Genevieve's?
Oh, Genevieve's, of course. Remember Eckerd?
Yeah, Eckerd. Yeah.
I don't know if these are local New York things. They are local
probably.
New York things. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember there's a big one local in New York called Dwayne Reed. And that's just the two streets it's on, Dwayne and Reed, and then it would turn into a chain.
Yeah, Dwayne Reed.
Yeah.
I like a good Dwayne Reed. I'm not bad with Dwayne Reed.
I hope that there's a lot. I like a mom and pop store. I don't want this whole world to just be Amazons and Targets and Walmarts. If they'd like to sponsor the show, we're listening, but I don't want it to just be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I love a neighborhood mom and pop, especially pharmacy.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I grew up going to one, Paulie's, in Staten Island, Paulie's drugstore pharmacy, and that's still there. But it's like old school. But it's like, yeah, there's hardly any neighborhood drugstores like that anymore. Because
sometimes the 2 times in my life that I've been given the wrong medication, both times it's been at a big store like a CVS, not a mom and pop store.
Yeah. And I don't like going into CVS for medication.
You don't?
No, I don't.
What do you get from a CVS?
What's that?
What do you get then from a? You're going to what items are you comfortable getting from a CVS?
For sure. I pick up my in-between items in between supermarket stops. So maybe I'll get some milk, some paper towels. I'm not above a deodorant in a CVS. God bless them. Maybe a shampoo, snacks, some chips, some pretzels, maybe paper plates, napkins, maybe some beer.
But not chips and pretzels after today, though. That's the old Sal.
No. This is the old Sal now. That's it. I'm cutting out fried foods, and I'm cutting out sweets. I'm starting my day every day with a green juice.
You know what's really good thing about human beings, or at least guys like us, and hopefully it doesn't happen to you, because it's one thing when we gain and lose weight, the pants don't fit, the shirts don't fit. But could you imagine if your feet got fatter and skinnier and all of a sudden your sneakers fit or didn't fit based off you gaining weight? That would be a whole different ball game for sneakers. Thank God your feet stay relatively the same size throughout.
I couldn't agree more. There's something very finalized about a shoe purchase. For some reason, we're like, I'll wear my bigger pants, my small pants. I got to get new pants. But if your feet got fat and changed shoe sizes, the whole industry would be on its head.
Could you imagine you buy $300 pair of Jordans because you were a size 11, but now you went in a binge, you're a size 15, you can't fit your fat foot in there anymore?
I actually used to do a bit because you know what else isn't affected by weight gain? The penis.
No.
Now, a lot of women, if they gain weight, their breasts gain weight. But if it was the same for the penis, you would see 600-pound men walking all across the land.
100%. Now, here's a question. Here's a double down question. But I understand the breasts get bigger. Do the vaginas get fatter or skinnier with women gaining weight? That I don't know.
I don't have firsthand knowledge. I don't know.
Right.
I haven't really noticed, and it's a good question.
Yeah. Listen,
what do you think? It's like just a bigger all around area down.
And Sal and I are going around New York City. When I get back, we're going to ask women questions who have recently gained weight. Has their vagina gained weight? And we can do that only on the Patreon. So if you guys want to sign up, you'll see that.
That's going to be strictly Patreon.
It's interesting. Yeah. Because I'm at a point now where because as we, it's still the same. I've still been logging food into my Fitness Pal. But what's happened now to me, Sal, is now I used to be very anal about, I'm not going to go over my allotted calories, which is 2,200 calories. But now I kind of haven't been seeing results for the last month, and I'm starting to take it out a little bit on my Fitness Pal. So now, for example, yesterday at the end of the night, I had about 200 calories to spare, which the old me would have said, okay, have a little fruit, have something 200 calories or less. But I said, what's the difference anyway? And I ordered Pizza Hut. So I can't figure this.
You're putting the system on trial.
I'm putting the system on trial.
That's right.
Yes. So my thing now is, I don't know if my brain has a thing where it always needs to have some type of conflict or something to get through because I was getting to my goals. And now that I'm within striking distance of them, I'm saying, no, let's go back. So I don't know if my brain wants to keep me fat. I don't know what's happening.
I think plateauing in terms of like diet and exercise is normal. And I think you got to do something to shake it up. I think that, you would know better than I. You're much more in this world than I am. But what I'm saying is, I think having the Pizza Hut, you said Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut stuffed crust.
Oh, wow. Delivery?
Nobody beats the Hut.
Wow. I don't know if we have that over here. Maybe that's the one thing LA has over us.
No, Sal, you have Pizza Huts and you have Cinnabon places. We've went over this.
I didn't know about the pizza. So wait, you eat a stuffed crust, your whole body implodes on the inside. You're like, what the hell's going on? And maybe you whip them back into shape. I think you need to carb load.
Interesting. Okay. So what would you suggest for me to shake it up?
I think you do like half a week where you act like you don't even understand anything about food. You just discovered it.
Yeah.
You know, what is calories? What is saturated fat? What is cholesterol? What is sodium? You don't know
Doesn't
shit.
matter.
Just go like nobody's even looking at you. And you just eat. And then just like your inside, you're gonna be make sure that maybe you might have to fix the third bathroom in the place because your insides are gonna just reject it all.
Yeah.
But then it's like, it's like you took your insides and you're like, what are you doing? You shake them.
Yeah, this house that I'm in, first of all, at one point we've only been here in this house for 6 weeks. At one point in the 6-week stay, one of all 3 toilets has clogged, like fully clogged.
Who did that?
2,
was that
this
toys
house,
or was that you?
No, some was me, some was my daughter, some was Homelesspimp. But and also this house, 5 beddies, 3 baths, in-ground pool, beautiful house, 3,000 plus square feet, the smallest garbage can you've ever seen in your life. I got to throw stuff away like it's the side of a dentist's office. Yeah. I can't believe that this place hasn't put in a bigger garbage can. It's one of those things. What I've learned about living in a house this size is, my family wants us to move to a bigger house and they're sending me all these nice pictures. My question now for the real estate agent is, how big of a garbage can I get in there?
Because nobody cares. That's why.
Nobody.
What I would do if I was you, I would have mentioned something quickly to the guy or the woman, whoever's renting it to you, and say, listen, we're using this house to capacity here, this garbage thing, because sometimes they really, if they do care, they really want to know constructive criticism. What I also would have done if I was you is I would have went right down to Home Depot or Target or Lowe's or a mom and pop shop first if they exist. And I would have bought a big garbage pail for yourself. I would have threw down the $50. I would have put in a 30-gallon black bag in that thing, and I would have corrected that problem right away. I wouldn't have lived like that for 6 weeks, but
now let me ask you a question. Fine, we do that. We got the garbage can. Do we ship it back to New York or do we leave it here?
I think here's what you do. I think you say, I had an issue. I corrected it without bothering you. As a gesture, I'm also leaving the pail here, and you just pay that forward.
Let me ask you another question. We already went ahead and we bought an air mattress because Chazz Palminteri is coming with his entire family, so we need a place to sleep, which is on an air mattress on the floor. Do we take the air mattress with us back to New York and ship that, or do we leave that here for the guests who Chazz Palminteri may love the house so much that even though we're checking out of this Airbnb, he wants to stay with the next family in this house? Do we leave the air mattress? Do we send it back?
Okay, I understand, and I'm ready for an answer. First and foremost, is Chazz coming and sleeping on an air mattress?
No. Chazz, Mr. Palminteri does not sleep on an air mattress. Me and my family will be sleeping on the air mattress.
Okay, so you're shifting to the air mattress. He's taking the bed.
Yes. Well, my children are sleeping on the air mattress. I'll most likely, my children and pregnant girlfriend will be sleeping on the air mattress. I'll most likely be sleeping on the floor.
Okay. Did you purchase the air mattress yet?
Oh, it's been bought.
Okay. There's a world of difference in the air mattress space, and I'm someone who knows about this. I'm a very educated consumer, as you know.
Yeah.
Did you get
it from the Consumer Value Store?
I did not get it from a CVS.
Okay.
No, I would do a hard target search online and read reviews and make sure I get, because there's some air mattresses that can pass for a decent mattress, and then there's some air mattresses that are really just pool floats. And I don't know what you plunked down for that, but I think the kids are sleeping on it, so maybe you're okay because they don't know
We put
any
that
better.
$160.
It's a full size?
We got a full size with a plug into the wall. You plug it in, you press the on switch, you turn it to the right to inflate, you turn it to the left to deflate.
Okay. And it's a full or queen?
I think it's, do we know what it is? I think it's a queen.
You know something. You know that my whole life, me and you, white wine fanatics.
Right.
We love that white wine. Do you know that recently, I'm not joking, I started drinking red wine?
Why?
Because I got introduced to it from Bright Cellars. I never wanted to give it a chance, but Bright Cellars, I want to talk to you about it. Bright Cellars is the wine service that helps you find wines you love while making wine more accessible to everyone. I am not a wine snob. I just like, that tastes good, that doesn't taste good. You know what I mean? So I'm always intimidated. But if you ever been overwhelmed in the wine aisle and bought a random wine and you end up hating it, you're not alone. Finding the perfect wine match can be intimidating, but it does not have to be. That's where Bright Cellars comes in. Whether you're new to wine world, the wine world, or you've been drinking wine for years, it pairs you with unique wines using crazy accurate algorithm. Just take a 30-second quiz, Chris Distefano. Let the magic happen. They'll pair you with 6 wines that fit your taste profile. I am downing red wine like I am giving out hosts.
Okay, so 2 questions for you. One, now it explains, because the last time I came over your house, you had so many wines. I saw my mother that night. She said, how it sounds? I said, well, I mean, I think he's a sommelier because, I mean, the guy's got wines out the yin-yang, and I couldn't figure out why, but now you said it's because Bright Cellars. Secondly, I've been looking for a wine to enjoy while I listen to the 1975. All I have to do now is if I want to be transported to England, being in the front row of the 1975 concert, I just got to get a wine from brightcellars.com. That's all I have to do.
That's all you have to do, and you could be like what'd you call it? A sommelier?
A sommelier?
A sommelier. That's exactly right. That's all you have to do, and you can feel better. I'm not joking, dude. When people come over, I like offer wine now, and they're like, what do you have? And I open up, like, I just show them the breadth of what I have, and everyone's always like, oh my God, they're like so excited. I feel very adult.
And look at this. Look at this. Look at this discount that we're giving to the fans. Because we know how many of our fans are big winos. Look at this. If you go to Bright Cellars, that's BRIGHTCELLARS.com/HeyBabe, you get 50% off your first 6 bottle order. Half price. BrightCellars.com/HeyBabe, 50% off.
That's only for our babes. That's 50% off your first 6 bottles from Bright Cellars. Head to brightcellars.com right now.
So grab your passport, a wine glass, and a 1975 CD. Let's drink some wine. When it comes to paying off debt, it can often feel like an uphill battle. High interest rates resulting in minimum monthly payments keep you in an endless cycle of debt. Upstart can help you get ahead.
What is Upstart? Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay for debt with a personal loan, all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high-interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple, fixed monthly payment.
Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/HeyBabe. That's upstart.com/HeyBabe. Do not forget to use our URL to let them know we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Upstart.com/HeyBabe.
I talked right over you.
There you go. Well, it doesn't matter. Now we're debt-free.
Okay. Is there a pillow top component?
No.
Okay. Have you tried it yet?
The kids have slept on it.
Do you have a brand name for me?
No. We got it on Amazon.
160 for Queen. That thing is pretty heavy. So to ship that, you might be looking at $30 plus cross country. I don't know if you want to go approaching 20-25% of the whole mattress, but then again, why not? Do you have one at home?
An air mattress?
Yeah.
No.
You send that home. You send that home. Or if you got a suitcase that's underpacked, you throw that in there. There's no need to leave that there.
No reason.
Because that's something you could really use at home.
That's something I could use at home.
Yeah.
Or you know what? There's a huge homeless crisis out here in LA. Maybe I blow it up. I tie it to the roof on the way to the airport. Who needs it? Get it out. I give somebody an air mattress.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that.
The only issue they'd have is where do they plug it in to deflate it?
Dude, did I tell you that I started watching Game of Thrones for the first time?
Wait a minute, for the first time?
I swear to God, I didn't watch it in real time. I never wanted to be bothered. It was 8 seasons. It felt like too much. I heard there was a lot of characters, a lot of names. I heard you had to really pay attention. It's confusing. And I was like, I was checked out. And I knew that everyone loved it to pieces. But I had a little bit of downtime recently, and I was convinced, my lady convinced me to watch it because here's the thing. We were trying to watch a show together, and every night she falls asleep. And then I don't want to go ahead because I feel bad. So I stop it. And the next night we start again, and she falls asleep. And a couple of weeks back, I watched the same episode of a program for 4 nights in a row. And I said, there's got to be a better way because I can't do this. I cannot do this any longer.
No.
She suggested watching something that she's already seen so that if she falls asleep, it doesn't matter. So she said Game of Thrones. I was hesitant to do it, but I said, let's do it. And I am full bore on board with Game of Thrones. I'm in season 4, episode 6 tonight is where I'm leading off tonight. Now,
season 4, episode 6.
Yeah, you've watched it. You watched the whole series? Is it true that it takes a hot shit at the end, or does it hold out until the end?
I don't want to say it takes a hot shit at the end. I will say that one of the most iconic, one of the biggest culminations of the show is this big battle they have. With
no spoilers.
With the dead people.
The White Walkers.
With the White Walkers. Who the thing is, what a lot of people aren't talking about with the White Walkers, which I think now is the perfect time to talk about, is the privilege that they had.
How so?
Those walkers.
The White Walkers, yeah.
Because they were in that situation, and just whatever. Maybe that's for another day. But I just, whatever. I just want to say that
blue
for the record.
Eyes, the beautiful blue eyes, and they just snatching up babies. They're not even around for 1,000 years. All of a sudden, they move right into the neighborhood, and they're going to take over the neighborhood.
Exactly, and then they're building a
what
wall.
About all the people that were there before the White Walkers.
Exactly.
Yeah.
One of the battle scenes, the big culmination of this battle scene, it's like an hour battle scene. The first 30 minutes of the battle, it's in pitch black. You can't see a thing that happens. That's the biggest problem I've had with the show, where I'm like, this thing that we were waiting for years, the first 30 minutes of it, they're fighting in the dark, but they didn't think to light the set so we could see we have no clue what's happening.
Oh, that's maddening. Was that like one of the big complaints online and stuff?
That was a big one. And then in one of the final episodes, somebody accidentally left a Starbucks cup, but I'm pretty sure that was just promo. They meant to do that, but that's another big thing.
Yeah. I'm in the heat of it right now. To put you where I am, and if you haven't watched, we're not responsible for this, right? It's been
no.
If
you haven't watched Game of Thrones yet, that's your fault.
Yeah, and if you want to see it still, and you think that this might spoil it for you, just jump ahead. I'm sure there's a great ad coming up soon.
Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah, or you could pause the show and go see me on tour at ChristyComedy.com. I got dates coming up. We're adding a second show at the Fox Theater in Foxwoods, Connecticut on October 23rd, and a bunch of other shows coming up. ChristyComedy.com.
October 23rd. Maybe I'll come out for that.
Sal's coming to the show. Now you have to go buy the tickets.
That'll be fun. Yeah. I'm supposed to start touring in October too, although we haven't announced anything yet.
You're going to tour? You're going to leave New York even with the foliage? I thought that we were going to do that.
Dude, I love the foliage. I drive up when it hits like September. I drive upstate just to look at foliage.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that crazy?
No. I have not.
Kingston or up by Woodstock or something.
The best.
I drive up, I spend a couple nights, and I swear to God, I stare at the foliage.
Me too. My favorite thing to do is go drive through the foliage, go up to one of those states, pull off to the side of the road, get an apple cider and a pumpkin donut.
Oh, I love it.
The best.
I know. Does LA have foliage? No,
it's nothing.
Does
no foliage
does it
here.
have the turning colors of foliage, like the orange, the red?
Nothing
it
here.
stays all year round, though. Yeah, but they have 75 degrees and sunny all year round, right?
Yeah, but after a while, you need some turmoil. You need season. I'm a seasons guy.
You want seasons.
I'm a seasons guy, but listen, neither here nor there.
Speaking of seasons, season 4, episode 6, right? I got Joffrey just at his wedding. That's a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
And I will tell. By the way, can I just say something? I know that everybody has to go through their transformations, and some characters come out the other end on a character arc where they maybe have some redemption there. And I haven't seen everyone's complete story yet. But season 4, episode 6, the show is so good, and the actors in it and the writing is so good. And I swear to God, I'm telling you the truth. I had a feeling the other day wherein if I saw the actor that played Joffrey, or the actress that plays Cersei, or the actor that plays Bolton, if I saw them on the street, I am fully with it. I know that that's acting. I would have to restrain myself from taking a swing at those actors, because
yeah.
I have never seen people as despicable and morally obscene as these people, and they push it to the point where I am getting enraged in my home watching this show. I'm getting like the vein here where I'm dropping hard curse. I'm just like, this mother. I swear, when I'm Googling who the actor is, where he's from, and what else he's done, because I need to see them in a different character, because I swear to God, it's that feeling like when you want to get in your car and drive somewhere because someone has hurt you.
Yes.
I'm like, God forbid, I'm like on a flight and Cersei sits next to me. I swear to God, I have all my wits about me. I might take a swing at that woman.
And you haven't even met the character you're going to hate the most by
more than Joffrey. More than Joffrey.
Oh, Sal, Joffrey's going to look like Mother Teresa.
More than Cersei.
The character named Ramsay.
That son of a bitch too.
Yes.
But I will tell you why I haven't gotten hard on him yet. Because here's another thing I'm finding. When people are tortured that deserve it, I'm relishing it. Normally, I really don't like that kind of thing in any respect. If something is obscenely violent and someone's being tortured, I'm like, let's dial it back a little. I feel bad for this person. I'm finding, I thought when Joffrey met his maker, I was like, it should have been worse. It should have been even worse. I wanted to see that man tortured the way that Theon Greyjoy is getting to. So that's why I didn't mind too much with Ramsay just yet, because Theon, I was like, good, he deserves it. He burned those 2 farmhands, making believe it was
right.
Do you remember all this? Bran Stark.
Yeah, but
okay, if you don't watch the show, we might be going off on a tangent to the viewers.
So there's another show called Vikings. I like Vikings better because Vikings was like Game of Thrones, but actual in history. But, when dragons are coming, fire breathing and killing people, and then you don't even know what happens with the dragons and the Night King, it gets insane.
Okay, but does it unravel, or do they keep the quality till the end?
Some would say it starts to unravel. Some would say it starts to get a little nuts, because you got to understand, by the last season, the main characters are getting $750,000 an episode. So the money starts to become insane. But I personally think I would say Breaking Bad, best show of all time from episode 1 through the finale. I would say Game of Thrones is probably 2. Like how Sopranos, that last episode fell apart when it went to black, and that doesn't happen in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Nothing Breaking Bad, in my opinion, but I would say they hold on for as long as they could.
Okay. So I should just feel confident watching.
Yeah, and they're coming out with a prequel. Game of Thrones is not over. They're coming out with the prequel.
Saw that from 300 years earlier.
How about this? You ready for this little fun fact I found out? You know the actor, the guy who gets beheaded in the first season? What's his name? Ned
Stark?
Ned Stark. Do you know that Ned Stark negotiated a deal that every time his name is mentioned, he would get paid? So Ned Stark gets – so anytime they mention Ned Stark constantly throughout that show. He gets paid every time they mention his name. He foresaw it being such a big show and put that in the contract.
How do you even approach someone with that? Every time
I don't know.
They could have just been like, yeah, we'll just get somebody else.
No. He's the guy.
I wonder what he gets. So every time someone's like, well, Ned Stark, he just gets like $5 or whatever.
He gets paid. He just gets hit. Yeah.
By the way they lop off main characters in this show
Forget
really
it.
keeps you on your toes.
Oh, forget it. Did
I
you
just, you know,
saw the Red Wedding already, right?
I'm 8 episodes past the Red Wedding, but the Red Wedding aired, and it was the only thing I can compare it to. And again, guys, if you're watching this and you haven't seen Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, jump to a great ad. I'm sure there's something really good. Maybe it keeps. Maybe it's maybe it's something like a.
Maybe it's a Policy Genius.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe it's Babel. I don't know what it is.
Babel's great.
Yeah, Babel's great. So. The only thing I can compare the Red Wedding to, because I stood there for 20 minutes and said, oh my God, and then rewound it and watched it again and just said, oh my God, repeatedly, was when in Breaking Bad, when they killed Hank.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, I was at my old place and I was sitting at the foot of my bed and I was like leaning on my things, like the TV was like 3 feet in front of me, and they killed Hank. And then the credits came up and I stayed like this in this position. I'm not kidding you, for 30 minutes.
Yeah. I remember.
It rocked my world.
Right. Yeah, no, I remember that.
Did you catch is it called Camino, El Camino? The movie? The Breaking Bad movie about Jesse's life after the end of
No.
What do you mean, no?
No, I didn't even know that they made a movie about Jesse's life.
What? Wait, this is your favorite show. You got to watch this tonight.
El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie.
It's Breaking Bad movie that starts the second the series ends.
And it's a movie.
Yes, and it's great.
You saw it?
Yes. Can you imagine I said no right now? Oh, Ben,
wow.
You got to watch it. It's full on Breaking Bad. It's continuous.
Well, that's what I'm going to watch tonight.
Did you Better Call Saul it, or did you stop there?
I've never seen You Better Call Saul.
Okay, so I watched the first few episodes. It didn't get its teeth into me, and I let it go by the wayside. But Q told me that it's as good, if not better, than Breaking Bad, which I think sounds crazy to me. And if that's true, then we all should be watching it.
Well, Q's an idiot.
Yeah, Q. He wouldn't say it, so it must be that good. But why don't we hear? Unless it's just me, but why don't we hear the hubbub about Saul like we did with Breaking Bad?
Yeah, Breaking Bad is just one of those things where it was like a life-changing TV show. Better Call Saul, I understand people say it's good, but it's not going to be, it's not going to be Better Call. It's not Breaking Bad. I remember Breaking Bad was so good to me. I've actually never watched it again. I felt like it would be disrespectful to go back into it again. I've only watched it once and I made my peace.
I have news for you. I'm starting to think that I want to give a rewatch to all the best shows I've ever seen. And
now you've gone insane.
No, really? Do you think that you remember every little nook and cranny of Breaking Bad, or do you think that it'd be just as an enjoyable second watch? Because I'm contemplating doing a Breaking Bad again, a Sopranos again. And I'm not sure. At first I said Lost, but Lost was the best show ever for like 4 or 5 seasons. And then the last 3 or 4 seasons were like, what are you doing to us?
When
This is not fair. Yeah.
Let me ask you this. Can you say the words nook and cranny without thinking of Thomas's English Muffins?
No, not at all. I just thought of it when I said that. And
same.
I know what a nook is. I'm not exactly sure what a cranny is.
No.
But also, how about this? I was in Trader Joe's the other day, and I bought their version of an English muffin, which is a different version. I think they call it a New England version or something. And it's different, but it's as good.
Wow.
It's very thick and dense with a crunchy outside, but a chewy inside. It doesn't have that many nooks and crannies, though. Like, there's actually no nook and crannies. And I really was chastising it out of the package, but then I just toasted one up nice. I buttered it up. I took a bite, and right away I was a believer. But Thomas's English Muffin, for me, outside of like a brick oven, fresh baked bread with the flour still on it, like that kind of bread, I think a Thomas's English Muffin, I don't know what they did, or they sold their souls to the devil, but I think a Thomas's English Muffin, like I say this, you can go to like a Michelin star restaurant and give me the best dish, then give me a buttered Thomas's English Muffin, and I'm just like, it's close. It's very close.
There's a restaurant in LA. I went with the family a couple of weeks ago. It's called the Nook. It's called the Nook. I think it's in like Studio City. It's called the Nook. And I asked the waiter, I said, do you guys have another restaurant called the Cranny? And he looked at me and said, no, our other restaurant's called Miguel's. I said,
okay. He knew what he was saying, right?
I think, but he just said, no, actually, our other restaurant's called Miguel's. Would you like an iced tea?
I think I love that guy because I think that he has that in the chamber for the 1 million times he's heard the cranny reference. You know what I mean? What is a cranny? Can Pimp?
Yeah, Pimp's going to find out what a cranny is right now.
We've done this. I feel like we've done it. Let me tell you something. If a cranny is another way to say nook.
You ready for what a cranny is, Sal?
Yeah.
A small, narrow space or opening. Now, a nook, here's a nook. A nook is a small recessed section of a larger room.
So it's redundant.
It's redundant.
So maybe, but they're marketing geniuses. Because honestly, if it were just like Thomas's English Muffin, you'll love the nooks.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would have resonated the same.
Nooks and crannies is where it is.
I've never even heard nook without the word cranny, but I will tell you this. I want to start saying cranny. I just want to start referring to stuff as a cranny. Like, see your couch right there? See the little split in the couch?
Yeah.
See that little cranny right there?
The cranny.
See that little leather cranny?
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah, I always say, like, when, I'm teaching my daughter to use the toilet, I always say, baby, you got to make sure you get all the poop out of your cranny.
Yeah.
You don't want to get poop stuck in the cranny.
No, I love that. Yeah.
Bubs, all right, so
where we at?
What'd you say?
Where we at?
Well, no, I was gonna say that I got this crazy, like, actually kind of, and I know we've been talking about it a lot, and I know the episodes was going on a little bit. This freaking thing, dude, the craziest thing happened to me with the magician, David Blaine, and that's Hey Babe.
Oh! I love a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Here's the only thing. I don't know the story, and that's a genuine cliff. That even messes me up.
There it is. Thanks, guys, for listening. If you want, of course, Hey Babe every Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Go check out Taste Buds every Monday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. I have a podcast, Chrissy Chaos, every Tuesday, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. You can go have fun with that. And ChristyComedy.com for all my stand-up dates. We've added a show at the Fox Theater October 23rd. Most of the other shows are sold out. Philadelphia, we just opened up tickets August 18th to the 21st. I'm doing 8 shows down there. So we just added some tickets, so get them quick. And yeah, Eatontown, New Jersey, we got shows. We're going to put Atlantic City on sale. So go get your tickets for me. I really appreciate it.
And
I'm excited to see you. I'm excited to see you.
Sal, I'm excited.
We haven't done comedy in a while. I want to see your new stuff. I've been seeing clips.
Yeah.
I'm excited to get back on stage too. I'm excited. I'll say my dates when I have, but go see Chris. I'm so freaking psyched to see your new stuff.
Thank you, baby. And guess what I'm excited about to finally get home and enjoy with you? Our new Saratoga peanut butter. If you go to yopeanut.com, we got a Hey Babe peanut butter, we got a Taste Buds peanut butter, and they flew off the shelves. I can't wait.
I'm already through my first jar of each.
There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's so good. It's so good. Have you tasted it yet?
No, I haven't tasted anything yet. I've been stuck in this godforsaken city.
I ordered like a case of it. I have so much of it. It's so good.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Don't be a fake, don't be a flake, don't run away from your feelings, babe.